And when you open my iPod, the first thing you see is this photo of me and my friends in camp. And then when you go over, slide into it.
On the beginning screen, it just has the apps that came with the iPod.
And the only things I really use on here are like FaceTime, calendar, clock, photos, and notes, not everything. Okay. And then down here, I have messages, mail, Safari, and music. And then on the next page, I have everything in folders, so it's like better organized. Oh yeah, my home screen is of me and my best friend, but yeah, anyways. So the first folder I have is called Extras. The iPods, I don't really use them, are tips and voice memos. And the next folder I have is called Photography, and it's just a bunch of photos I use to edit my photos, and also photos. A bunch of apps I use to edit my photos, and yeah, just stuff. So the first app I have in here is InstaSize, and what you use it for is if your photo is like too large for Instagram, then you can use this to like crop it, or you can just keep it like that. And then they have different filters, they have borders, you can adjust it, they have stickers, overlays, text, and you can also crop it. You can do a lot of things with it. It's really cool, and I suggest it because I use it a lot. And the next app I have in here is Flipagram. And this is just like a slideshow, so if you want to put a bunch of photos and you don't feel like putting them in like, I don't know, if you don't feel like putting them in a collage, then you can just put them in a slideshow. And then the next thing I have is Pic Collage, and this is a really cool app that I use to put all my photos in a big collage. And something that's really cool about this is you can take it, and this is like a layout. If you don't want to put them in randomly, you can use a layout. If you want to put them in randomly, you can choose this one and then put them wherever you want. And also a really cool thing you can do is border, and you can have a bunch of different colors, and it looks kind of more professional, I guess. The next step I have in here is layout, and I just got this today actually. I found it from Instagram, but it's kind of just this thing where you can like just do a bunch of photos and like cool layout, a bunch of different layout apps. Okay, the next folder I have is called Stuff. It's just random things, but the first app I have is Uvu, and it's just kind of like FaceTime. You can just talk to a bunch of friends. And the next app I have is Netflix, and if you want to see the shows I'm watching right now, I'm trying to remember what it's called. Okay, the photo. The two shows, actually. I just finished this show, but it was called White Collar. I definitely suggest it. It's such a good show. But I just finished it. And then the show that I just started watching today is called Between. But if you don't really like more intense shows, then I won't suggest it for you. The next app I have in here is Wattpad, and it's just like a bunch of books that people write themselves. And it's really cool because there's a lot of good writers on here. And they have fan fictions and a bunch of different things you can read, and it's really cool. And you can write your own stories as well if you like feel like writing. Yeah, it's really cool. And another app I have is called YouNow, and it's kind of like these broadcasts that you can watch. You can broadcast yourself as well. It's kind of just like watching someone talk, or like if they like to sing, they can sing. And I don't know, you can comment, like it, and fan people, and you can watch the broadcast. Like, let's watch the broadcast right now. This is our Oblivion. She's really good at doing art, so I suggest following her. Well, see, I can like it, I can comment, and just stuff like that. And another app I have is called Dubsmash. It's called Dubsmash, and I'm pretty sure everyone's heard of this, but it's just this thing where like it has a bunch of famous, bunch of famous things from like Vine and stuff like this. And you can like record a video. Here, I'll show you one of my Dubsmashes. You can like record a video talking to that. Find a good one. And like, okay. So one of the ones I did with my sister was the eyebrows one, and then I already posted it.
What did you do? Shit, why did you do that? I don't know.
And you can just like talk with it, and that's really cool. Next app I have is called Songflip, and I just use that for my music because it's just like free music that you can get. And yeah, I just have a whole playlist on here and stuff. Yeah. Next app I have is SnapUp, and it's just something you can use if you have photos on your camera roll that you just want to upload to Snapchat, then you can use this. And then the next app I have is called Countdown, and it's just where you can count down to something like a vacation, and I just count down to my birthday. Yeah, and you can like put different pictures in the background like that. and change the text color and all that. The next app I have is called Crazy Helium. I just got this a few days ago, I think, or yesterday, I forget. And it's just this really cool app that you can use. I'll show you the video example. And you can just do like different, like you can make your voice high and use like different, I don't know, make your face look really funny. It's really fun to use. And then another app I have the last app I have is Google+, and I just use that for like my Google account, and I just use that to change my profile picture. And that's all for stuff. The next one I have is social, and I just have like Instagram. If you want to follow me on Instagram, I'll show you what it's called. My Instagram is called Livvi.Paige if you want to follow me on there. But yeah, you just upload photos to that. And then another one I have is YouTube, and that's kind of self-explanatory because you're watching that right now. But it's just where you can watch videos of people. And the next app I have is Snapchat, and I actually use this a lot, especially for my stories. And my Snapchat is LivviaSwartzentruber if you want to add me. And the next app I have is Twitter, and it's just where you can like tweet, see other people's tweets. It's just pretty much like Facebook if you have a Facebook. And the next app I have is Text-Free, and since I don't have a phone, as I explained in my intro, I use this to message people who have numbers and actual phones. The next app I have is Messenger, and it's just like Facebook. Your friends on Facebook, you can just message them, so that's pretty much what that is. And then I have Facebook, which is pretty self-explanatory in itself. And then that is all for social. The next thing I have is games. I just have Growtopia, FreePlay, and Minecraft. And then these are my editing apps, what I use to edit my videos. And then over here I have Reference, which is really random. It has podcast, calculator, contacts, and Bible. The only really ones I use is these three. I don't really use podcasts. And yeah, that's what's on my iPod. Hope you enjoyed this video. Bye!